Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Master Detective Archives.
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself. A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want, Master.
Maybe later, once we solve this.
Maybe later. We opened the Play Dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key. So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Let's save the fun for later.
Oh, the ground!
What
It's
now?
falling up!
You better run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
Ah!
Master, you better concentrate!
Okay then. Look, I can't help it, alright? I really just want to try the answers that are less obvious. Oh, okay, never mind. I see, now I'm pressing the wrong button. That's what's going on here.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with a knife through the cushion. That was definitely the real...
What next? Chris! Huh. Intriguing.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a real corpse.
Okay. Fair.
The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning, it was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
What? This is so trippy.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, He needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
If he needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place makes sense.
That place is suspicious.
So just select the spot and
Better search every nook and cranny.
pick the spots where they actually
Master doesn't make mistakes. Right? Right? Right?
I'm assuming here.
Here! That's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there! Hey! Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
We're not done yet. Hurry, let's speed it up.
Shinigami, you might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it. He had the corpse hidden under the blanket? So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous.
What?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I'm gonna pretend I. Oh gosh.
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No, if I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That was probably the other. Wait a minute. Assuming that was the other detective, that means that there was always going to be 6 anyway,
That
regardless,
corpse?
right?
Well,
Really?
Again?
Go again?
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
Sure.
I will not!
Alright, let's see what I got as ammo this time. Reason deathmatch.
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist after all, Master.
By using assist, your partner inside the labyrinth will help you
This
out.
could be the clincher.
The partner's assist is activated. Mystery Phantom State. Okay. Affect Sanctium.
I won't let you pass! Enough of your nonsense!
I think any of these would make any sense as an answer.
You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who could replace Silch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse. Orbs. I won't let you pass! Enough of your nonsense! You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who could replace Silch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse.
I'll protect you.
It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
This is the truth.
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Damn it! How could someone like you find the truth? Truth!
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The mystery labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
I see. We need to act. We still need to actually give it a proper conclusion or something, right?
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green.
Seriously?
I mean, we've gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so we've gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
So, what exactly does solving the mystery affect in reality now?
Zilch?
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So, leave me alone!
Yeah.
You said the body in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How is the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us. When did that happen?
What now? Do I pick a road?
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
Nice music.
Thinking about it rationally, we have to assume that they carried the corpse through the train.
Ah, I see. It was during the blackout.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible.
What? Why do you look like a team?
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
He looks like a Team Yell member for some
Get him,
reason.
Master! Boom kill him so hard, his relatives get bruises!
Okay. Blackout and Shiny Caution.
A body can't get from car 1 to car 5.
Oi!
Just think about it. The train's halls are quite narrow. The corpse is heavy enough as it is. Lugging a corpse through that hallway, you would certainly have noticed. That means your deduction is all wrong. I'll say it once more. You cannot transport the corpse from car 1 to car 5.
That's true. Plus, when we investigated the private rooms, we kept the doors open for security. If someone had passed through the hallway, I probably would have noticed.
They would have had to sneak past me, too. There's no way anybody got through that corridor.
If we're certain nobody used that corpse, then the corpse must have been brought in from out. If so, the culprit would need to be able to pass by us without being noted.
What are you mumbling about? Just admit that your deductions were utter nonsense. If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors were shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving.
Wait, what?
No issues occurred during the train's operation.
I know.
This is the truth! No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in Car 2 and Car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying? Forget the
I'm guessing backup control system is going to be the answer.
shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
No.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
I'll slap through this mystery. No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system. The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Hey, he ran away. A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom.
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him. You gotta keep solving the mystery and
Good
we'll kill
question.
that mystery phantom.
Wait,
Hey!
not again.
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case... I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing, the blackout, the train shaking. Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing, but the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the
You're just going in
blackout-
circles now.
I don't get it.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
Alright, time to play, Actually, what is this game called? I've
Let's
never
work
bothered
together
learning
as a
it.
team!
Wheelbarrow? Car one was... Also?
You can do it, Master!
Derailed? Wait, it can't be. Can it?
Nice! Keep that up!
Wait, detach? Is that it?
That's right! Only 30 seconds left, Master!
Okay.
That's right! Nice! Nice! Go, go, go!
I was actually thinking it was derailed, but okay, detach works too. That is simultaneously the funniest and weirdest thing ever. That love laser.
Could it be that the first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What? Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now.
Okay then.
Master, I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car.
Watch out! Ah! There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved, right, I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Lay it all out! Try to solve it lickety-split! Go, go, go! Keep that up! That's right!
What? honestly do wonder, is it really necessary for us to play this game on a beach? I mean, I guess it's thematic. I think.
That's right! He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense. Shut up!
Oh no. I guess we finally
The
reached
first car is at the
conclusion.
front of the train. Apex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Well, she's not wrong.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think. How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars? If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all.
Oh,
How
get
did
it
it happen?
now.
That reminds me. Master,
real map is
earlier
going
when
to
you were
be-
talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout? Blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yep, it's the map that's going to be the deciding factor for this.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second?
It was when the train car got sent on an opposite path. And somehow, although I only question how did it ended up in front of the train with enough time for it to catch up and relatch onto each other.
Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
It was when car
There's no point thinking about it.
reconnected.
You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
Not really.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing, because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
Alright, let's go.
So
Let's see, assuming the tunnel is there. It was detached and then sent over there. Alright.
shook twice near the tunnel. What of it? You mean the train car was separated and reconnected? Why? Would that even matter?
Very much.
Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's
That's
no way to shuffle the train cars around.
No, you don't.
This is the truth! No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars. The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating. After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The 2 tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then Car 1 can function on its own! Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up!
No! That's crazy!
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end,
Yep, I noticed that inconsistency as
which
well.
would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh, you're right.
Oh! That explains the burnt. So that's going to be the
Do
deciding
you get
evidence.
it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
I will prove it to you. Hope beats despair! Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Try to solve it lickety-split! Wrong! Wrong! You can do it, Master!
Wait. Couldn't be.
You're wrong!
Okay, that's not right. Eight.
You're wrong! You're wrong!
70.
That's not it! That's not it!
I guess I have to feed her a key to get the answer. Intriguing.
The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train.
Puzzle it out! That's right!
No, that was not on purpose. Me failing that the first time was just unfortunate.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So, there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
Good point, because Car 5's door, according to Zilch, was locked and inaccessible.
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open. So, it wasn't broken. The fourth car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real fifth car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it.
That explains why it also felt so weird. While doing the escape part, I felt like the train was much bigger than what we were riding. That explains a lot.
So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1.
Exactly.
If there was another car 1, then there will be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right, Zilch?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
Wait, he ran away again? My gosh! How much further into the labyrinth can they run?
That was a pretty solid deduction. Very impressive. Of me foreseeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right!
Why does it feel like we're about to have a fight or something?
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the 5th was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
Normally they won't.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Looks like
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
I think I get it. Because this bleeds into reality if left untouched. Solving it also affects reality is the most likely answer.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's bone kill time!
boom kill time. It's boom kill time. That statement is actually going to grow me eventually. What now? What, is the entire fortress gonna morph into zilch? I mean phantom zilch. Oh. What? What is... This is great! Oh god, this is great!
Shinigami's tutorial corner!
To overcome the last stand of the path, to tear through all obstacles with a mega-sized god, great onset destroyer. Sure, why not?
Let's do this, Master! Oh,
Let's see. Shinigami Airport. Blast away gigantic airboats released from Fort Phantom's fortress and
No one can stop me!
when the obstacle closes in and the screen shows the rest of us.
What?
Isn't it the time okay.
I won't let you have the truth.
I see.
Destroy huge walls and descend if you're responsible.
Rack it to death! Blech.
Okay.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I see.
Ah.
Easy peasy.
Oh,
Watch out.
yep.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away!
Oi.
Don't come
Wrong
near
button.
me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cars is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Yo, check.
There are obstacles that even God me can destroy.
Come on, hurry up and decide.
Slash it with mastery. Okay.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
There's no evidence that they ever saw.
You're wrong! Ah, come on!
No! There are traces of a swap! The warped plate from Car 5! The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made it was burned beyond recognition.
Here I
Probably should
go.
have just burnt all of the numbers on every car. That would make things much harder with this food.
That's nonsense!
Kick!
I
Kick!
burned the plate to disguise it? No!
Crash! I
didn't
mean
do that.
tackle!
Stop it! Stop!
No. You're
No
going
way.
down!
Get away from me! Wait! Get away! It just happened to be
This
easily
is so
burned.
fun!
But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood!
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1, I cut my finger on the glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case!
You can't handle the truth! Now! Take a slice of humble pie, and come back to me once you've gotten better. Yes. No seriousness though, are the initial detectives all actually cease though?
I'm not done yet!
What? You're still going? Let us boom kill you already!
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there!
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe. Here. The culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
No, it's not me! I'm not the culprit!
Great detective work! I'd call that a critical hit! He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left is to finish him off.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Shove all of your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Shove all your evidence into this blade and slash at the culprit. Yes! Totally not a metaphor.
Time to expose this crime. The cheeks and everything. The correct answer is somewhere inside your head, Master.
Yep.
This could be the clincher.
Can be opened by solving mysteries, so keep it up, up, up.
There's only one truth.
Okay. Great. Do I have to pick something from here first? Must be an easier way to do this. Okay, there we go. Oh, I start from over here. Okay, fair enough. I start from here. But anyway, before that, I'm about to reach my 1 hour time limit, so thank you very much for watching. I sincerely hope you enjoyed Bastion Detective Archives. I sincerely hope you consider giving me a viewership in the future sometime. Anyway, I am absolutely loving this game, like, comment, and subscribe. You share my same love for it, because quite frankly, it's one hell of a hilarious experience and fun. I mean, the novelty will probably wear off eventually, but until then, what you call this? Why am I having a mental block? Oh well. Well, until then, with that as our ending note, I bid you all fun. Bye bye.